Buying units, sight unseen. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, because we've got another good article from Domain giving solid real estate advice. Buying units sight unseen, that's what I've titled this one. So Melbourne private sales. So Coburg apartment sells sight unseen to first home buyers looking to beat the rush. Now, could this really happen? Are we living in such a crazy clown world that people are jumping in and first home buyers of anyone, so the least experienced investors in property, are buying apartments sight unseen? All the construction issues we've had around Australia, all the problems we've had with design and construct apartments, with dodgy certification, with dodgy materials being put on there, with cracking in buildings, with contaminated land, with flammable cladding. Buying it sight unseen. I guess. The one-bedroom apartment at 406 146 Bell Street sold for $375 on Monday to a woman who had been living with her family nearby, McGrath's listing agent Michael Chan said. Can someone explain to maybe desperation? She wanted to buy a property in the area because she's got a full-time job, he said. We couldn't get her through because of the restrictions, but we had a virtual tour we could give her. She could do a virtual tour. Through the video, the floor plan, and the photos, she was comfortable enough to make an offer. What about a dilapidation, building and pest inspection? What about looking at the basement of this building to see if there's been any rectification work? What if there's got any concrete cancer? What if there's leaking coming anywhere? What if there's slipping tiles that are old and out of date and need to be completely replaced because that's a risk, and this is all coming out of the sinking fund? What are you buying into? You're not buying into just the apartment. You're buying into the entire building and the entire burden that's associated with it. Do people not get this? Do they not get it? Someone asked me saying, oh, you should do videos about, using your architectural advice on how to buy apartments. It's really simple, guys. Don't buy the bloody things. There we go. That's terrible to put. Every time I've worked, with the few times I have, on these type of projects, I've found the developers have been cheap as anything. There's a reason why I don't work in that sector, because my fees aren't cheap enough. I put fees in for projects and what they wanted was so low. So I haven't bothered. I've stopped chasing it. You get to a point there where you're thinking, okay, I can spend so many hundreds of hours working on these things. And yeah. That for me just shows you. It's just built to flip and sell. And they dress it up a little bit. So yeah, there's my advice to buying into units right there. Just don't do it. Wait. Mr. Chan said the seller had been worried about making the sale during the lockdown, but was happy with the final price. She knew it was going to be difficult given the restrictions, he said. The numbers were stacked against us because physical inspections are how buyers tend to purchase. Well, this is a freak example. This can't be what they're encouraging. Maybe this is written in such a way to get more people to maybe accept, oh no, wait a minute. If I wait to look at that property, we can't do that. Come on, first home buyers, go, get that FOMO, get in, buy. Ms. Chan said the buyer liked the home size and improvements the seller had made. How do you know? You haven't seen them. You've only seen them on the computer screen. It's probably completely... Who was it with McGrath? I bet you they would have, dressed up the whole thing. That makes a difference for them. It had a study initially, but she converted it into a walk-in robe, he said. It was a good-sized apartment with lots of natural light and an integrated dishwasher and fridge. It's a walk-in and enjoy scenario, which is good for a young buyer who doesn't have the resources to renovate. Private inspections are banned during Melbourne Stage 4 lockdown. Mr. Chan said the purchaser expected a rush of buyers to come in the market once inspections are allowed again. She wanted to buy something before that, he said. FOMO. It works. In Frankston, a mostly original 3-bedroom house went unconditional this week after the seller accepted an offer once Premier Daniel Andrews announced private inspections would not yet return when first loosened restrictions on daily exercises and socializing from mid-September. The home at 29 Carolia Street sold for $545,000 to another first-home buyer who hadn't set foot in the property. How is this happening? How? I mean, what if there are issues there? What if there's termite there? What if there's damage there? What if there's water leaking there? Did they get a building and pest inspection done? What if the real estate agent has photoshopped some of the images to hide a bloody power pole crane? And remember when that happened? I can't understand. I cannot understand. Have we gotten this insane here in Australia? They're just juicing property like anything. And I've been joking about Mortgage Keeper in the last few videos, but bloody hell, I bet you it'll appear in the budget. I hope not. I hope not. Oh. We were going to wait for the one-on-one private inspections, but when the Premier didn't announce that would be allowed on the 14th of September, we decided to open it up, he said. It went live and we had a lot of email inquiries. It did sell north of the range. It sold for $545 and the range was $490 to $540. So not only did they buy it without looking inside the property, without setting foot inside the property, they paid more than what was offered. I don't know. Is this a Ponzi? Is this just utter insanity that we're seeing manifest here? Is this just the generation? Am I officially old now? Am I officially an old fart because I expect people to want to actually go and set foot in the physical world with your flesh avatar to look at a bloody thing, a building? This is the same as all the outrage for certifiers doing building inspections with someone waving around an iPhone or an iPad on the bloody site. It's the same disaster. I mean, I'm just lost for words, to be quite honest. And this isn't some suave investor buying it just for the land or the opportunity. I don't care if the house is run down. This is a first home buyer, obviously buying it for a place to live in. If they're a first home buyer and they're getting the grants. So does this show you how unnatural the government intervention in the market is? How the fact that we've got our property, has shot up. What's the medium? Median prices in Melbourne are 678, so they're still cheaper than the median. These ones we're looking at. But the fact that so much stimulus has been chucked at this sector. There's so much just fear of missing out and desperation that people are willing to buy these things without even setting foot in them in the first place. But maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Actually wanting to have a look at a place. Wow. I don't know anymore. Guys, I really do not know anymore. These are just two examples. Maybe this is just the new version. This is the lockdown Melbourne version of some idiots pay $200,000 to $300,000 above reserve as first home buyers and are proudly saying, "Yay, we got into the market. Yay, we got into the market." Is this just that version of it? It's the new paying above reserve for auctions. It's buying before you even see the bloody place in person. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's FOMO. It's designed to manipulate people. It's designed to get them to buy places. Let me know in the comments, guys. Would you do that? Would you buy a place sight unseen? What would you even buy sight unseen? Maybe... No, well, I did my first ever Kickstarter for a computer game yesterday. A little pixel art one that some young guys are making that has gone really well. And my kids are learning off their tutorials on YouTube, so I wanted to support them. But then I've just realized, no, I've seen what they've done so far. I guess I'm not getting a physical thing, but that's a digital product. And that's like a $20 risk, not a $380,000 risk, not a 30-year loan. Maybe ordering something online. Is it just... Maybe it's just a cultural thing, guys. You know what? I should just make models of houses and put them on the moon and see if people will buy them. Buy a moon house. House and land included. I've got a good bridge for you for sale down in Sydney. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. It just seems ludicrous to me. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and want to support the content I create here, there are a few ways you can. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, guys. Have a great day. And buy those houses before someone else inspects them. Bloody hell. I'll see you later.